three-time Supercars champion Shane Van Gisbergen, I think is how you pronounce it, will be in the Project 91 car at Chicago. Of course, Chicago is now a street course. Project 91 has been a thing for about a year now. I guess it was announced around this time last year. But yes, we will have our third ever entry for Project 91. The first two races for that car were driven by Formula One world champion Kimi Räikkönen. And now we will have a Supercars champion, Shane Van Gisbergen. I'm not too familiar with supercars, other than that they're down under in Australia and New Zealand. But yes, I will read the press release, give you a little bit of information about Van Gisbergen. Trackhouse Racing's Project 91 has ventured to the other side of the planet to recruit three-time Supercars champion Shane Van Gisbergen to race its number 91 Chevrolet in the inaugural NASCAR Cup Series Chicago Street Race on July 2nd. The event will mark Van Gisbergen's first NASCAR race and the third for Project 91. After appearances by 2007 Formula One world champion Kimi Räikkönen at Watkins Glen in 2022 and at the Circuit of the Americas in 2023 on March 26th. I can honestly say I've dreamed about an opportunity in NASCAR, but really never thought it would become a reality, said Van Gisbergen, a native of New Zealand. I can't wait to get to the States to meet everyone and prepare for Chicago. It's NASCAR's first time on the streets of Chicago, so in some ways, everyone will be a rookie like me, but I don't underestimate that it's going to be a huge challenge. Trackhouse owner and founder Justin Marks created Project 91 last year, intent on expanding the organization's global reach by fielding a Cup Series entry for renowned international racing drivers. We have been very pleased with the fan reactions to Kimi's participation the last two seasons. I'll concede the American racing fan might not be as familiar with Shane as they are with Kimi, but if you talk with anyone in Australia, New Zealand, and that part of the world, they will tell you he is one of the most talented drivers on the planet. He's used to street racing and heavy cars, and I think everyone will be very impressed with his performance. So yes, as Justin Marks said there, he is experienced with heavy cars on streets. Because the supercars, it's kind of like a sports car looking thing. I don't know the technicalities, the specifics, but from the looks of it, it looks like a sports car. I know they run road courses, run on streets. But yes, as they said in here, a very impressive driver with a very impressive resume. As I said, the 3 supercar championships, I think he has 76 wins. So he's had a very successful career up to this point, or I guess he's just had a very successful career, put it that way. But he is going to be trying NASCAR for the first time. It'll be interesting to see how he does, because this new NASCAR race car is actually built for more road courses and short tracks. So it's more built for those kind of tracks. So I'll be interested to see how he adapts. You know, with Kimi, it was a big transition going from a lighter, faster Formula One open wheel car to going to a heavy, bulky stock car. That's a big transition. But for Van Gisbergen here, I'm interested to see how he does. Having kind of a similar experience. I don't know how similar the cars are. Once again, I don't know much. But to see how he does, I think it'll be interesting. And of course, to put him on a road course makes sense. And the Chicago Street Race is a very anticipated race for this year. It's one of the most anticipated races, probably. This in North Wilkesboro, probably 1-2. I think more would argue North Wilkesboro. But it's a highly anticipated race. And we'll see how that race goes for, obviously, everyone. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes, but also to see how the 91 car does. Here's a picture of it. They got some sponsors on it. They got some different colors. It's a nice-looking car. Yeah, it's a nice-looking car. But it'll be interesting to see how Van Gisbergen does. So if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, sorry. But once again, it'll be interesting to see how he does. I think the transition from the supercars type of car to the Cup Series car is going to be a very intriguing thing to watch. I think it's going to be interesting to see how he does. So let me know if you're excited for this move. If anyone's from Australia, New Zealand, and you know more about him, tell me about him in the comments. Tell me about what he's done. Tell me why you're a fan of his. And we'll see how he does in the Cup Series race, July 2nd. I don't know what time the race is going to be in Australia. You'd have to look that one up on the internet, but it's interesting to see where they're going to be getting drivers for this Project 91 car. As I said, we've seen Kimi Räikkönen twice now. Now we're going to see a supercars driver from New Zealand in Van Gisbergen. It'll be interesting to see who they go for next, what part of the world, what racing series they go and try to recruit a driver for. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching this. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a live stream. I know I haven't done one of those in a while. During the Pit Crew Challenge at North Wilkesboro, which will determine the lineups for the heat races. And then obviously this weekend, we're going to have the All-Star race, so I'll do my normal thing for that. And I will see you guys, well, tomorrow.